Hello and welcome to this epic battle report. I'm Gordon, your regular host from Life of Die, and I'm joined by my regular co-host for the epic podcasts on Life of Die, Craig. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Excellent. Now, so we're here today. It's going to be you bringing your Blood Angels to a squat home world because we've been digging too greedily and too deep, and yeah, you're coming to basically give us a hiding, but hopefully the squats are going to stand up to that. So I'll just quickly run through the objectives first of all. We get objective 1 here. This is the squat side of the board, my side. So 1's in the building, 2 in a central hill, 3 is very deep, quite close to my baseline there, you can see, in the building, and 4 on this side is a bit further in the woods. On the opposite side, on the Blood Angel side, you can see objective 5. Also to mention, you can see there's some advanced, these are scouts, aren't they, Craig? Yeah. These are scouts, so they get a free move before the game starts, infiltration. Objective 6 in a hill, 7 is a hill, and 8 a very deep one there for Blood Angels, so you should hold on to that one. We'll be hoping to. There, and so just running through where the forces ended up. What have you got there, Craig, if you want to start?
Yep, so I've got the bikes over here and a chaplain, as well as a squad of devastators and a thunderhawk with some scouts in it. In the middle I've got the bulk of my land raider company and the land speeders. Over here I've got another detachment of devastators, the terminators, vindicators, and another thunderhawk scouts in it. And then finally we've got the devastators, the HQ for the scouts, and the HQ for the land raiders, and the last detachment of land raiders.
Scouts, as you said. On my side, I've got 2 squads of bikes here, and I've got 2 squadrons of rhinos, and those rhinos are carrying my berserkers. I also have 2 squads of Iron Eagles here in the baseline. My squat warriors who are on foot are going to have to slog into these buildings, hopefully. I've got some trikes there, and the warlord himself is in there. I have, in this kind of central area of the board, I've got my overlord armoured airship. I have on this hill the Leviathan. Behind it there's another squad of the Iron Eagles. And finally I've basically got a full host there of the full force guild biker force. So 2 squads of bikes and 1 of trikes, and we're just about to get started in turn 1, so we'll come back after the movement phase. Okay, so you join us after the movement phase in turn 1. It's been pretty cagey stuff. So up the back here in Craig's half of the board, you can see we've got the devastators. Some of them are in the building, some of them in the hills. We have some land speeders just between the buildings there. And we've got these two squadrons of land raiders, and is that an HQ in here? Yeah. Further over, we have more devastators, loads of devastators, some more. Is that the Terminator land raiders? They haven't, the Terminators haven't come out yet. Some scouts in the woods and some land raiders. Facing off here, yeah, I'm playing a very cagey game. I didn't have the range to reach that second woods, so everything is piled into this woods, taking cover inside. Yeah, not great, but see what happens next turn. The Thunderhawk has came in here, one of the Thunderhawks, and disembarked scouts who are on advance orders, so they're going to be able to punish me a bit there. I've got some stuff behind the building, some trikes here in advance. Warriors are on charge. I've got 2 squads here of Iron Eagles who are in first fire. Not the best use to them, but I was a bit worried about this because I knew there was going to be loads of stuff piling up behind buildings. Got the Overlord just kind of no man's land, and that's what I would always do with them. Got the Leviathan here, and we have the Thunderhawk flying high, and it's annoyingly out of range for my Iron Eagles because they won't get 50 range, and it's more than 25 centimetres, and it's still got the scouts inside that. Oh, and also I've got some more bikes piling up in woods here just opposite those devastators. So hopefully that gives you a little flavour of the board, and we can now get into first fire. Okay, so into first fire, I'm activating my Leviathan. I have an issue, by the way, we did that during the movement phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 las cannon and the battle cannon. Now these have a 360 arc in net epic, so they can target this guy. They get 75 range, so they're well within the 50 really, because he's flying high. And then I'm going to use another 3 dice to target these 3 land raiders up there. And so props to my nephew Callum for designing a little dice roller tray here. So I'm going to go for that Thunderhawk first. Okay, so I'm firing 3 las cannons, which normally are 5 or 6s, but in this case, because it's a flyer, -1, so it'll be 6s, and the green dice is the battle cannon, which will be usually a 4 or more. It's 5 or 6 now. So I'll get hit with the battle cannon and 1 las cannon. So you get a -1 save and a -2 save.
Yeah, so the blue will be the -2 then?
Blue's -2.
Oops, sorry.
Made that.
And
-1.
-1 indeed.
Oh, so that was a good one for me. And the last 3 las cannon are firing at your land raiders, so 5 or 6s. Managed to bounce them out. I'm just rolling all 2. 3 2s, no hits. And the last thing is the Doomsday Cannon, which I forgot to mention that. I'm going to fire at that building over there. From memory, it's got 150 range, so the closest one. So D6 plus 3 barrage points. It's a case that you hit the building or the troops, isn't it? Not both. So I'm going to go and try and bring the building down to the 2 of them out. So 3 plus 3, so that's 6 barrage points, which is 4 or more to hit. 6 is a hit. You do a save at -3 for the building because it destroys buildings. Done it. Well done. Okay, just. Okay, and that's me fired the Leviathan. Okay, so one of your first fires.
Take a shot at the warriors over there then.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
So I have to put them both in the water, is that right?
Yeah, because the HQ is not closest. So it's -2 because they're on the building.
Oh, right, yeah, so it's 7s then?
Yeah, 7, so 6s. We're looking for 6s first of all. No. Fire these 3 here. Well, these 4 basically between the 3 of them I can see all 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, right, okay, so you get, these 3 are out that way, right, okay, so yeah, these 3. So I'm just going to fire their full complement at each of them. Yeah, the first dice is, the red dice they're all 5 or 6s, so they're going to be 7s because you're in the building, but the red ones are -2 and the other ones are 0. So the red ones are possible, so I need 4 plus. No. The second guy, 1 possible, 1 for a 4. Got it that time, basic save. Dead. And the last one, nothing. One of yours.
I've not got any other first fires.
Okay, these guys will pop up. So yeah, I'll just fire all 3 at the 2 of them. So the first one is getting 4 dice, but he's got 2 -2 ones. Nothing. And the other one, he gets 5 dice, but only 1 battle cannon. Nothing. Okay, so that's them. Anything else? These guys have got nothing. Warlord.
Yeah.
He'll take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
The Warlord gets 2 dice, 5 or 6s to hit, so it's again 1 for 7s. Nope, nothing there. Hearthguard can't fire. That's first fire. Okay, so close combat. We just get the 1 a lot of close combat here in the middle, so we'll just start at the back here. So +4 I get. Oh, hold on. What kind of bites are these? Are these +3 ones you've got? +2. Okay, so I get +2 overall. Okay, we'll do this one. 11. First doubling up 2 against 1. Yeah. Here, normal bite first. Always attack secondary with the Guildmaster. So 6. Yep, you win that one. And 3 dice with the Guildmaster. And last one here. 5, 7. So the airships get 6 battle cannon, which are 75 range, 6 dice, 5 pluses -2, and it's got all cannon, 4 of them, 5 or 6 to hit, 0 modifier, 50 range. So I want to see if I can catch a few, if I get the range first of all, to take any of your Devastators. Doesn't look like it. I'm in there.
Yeah, I think, well, I don't know, where's your
Thumb.
Thing.
Yeah. So I'll unleashing them because I don't think I get range for the other ones. But I will use the other cannons against these Land Raiders up in the hill.
Yeah.
So it was 4 battle cannon, wasn't it, I said? So these are hitting the guys in the building, so -2 again, so it's going to be 6s and 4s on one shot. Woof! 3 6s, so one's potentially getting hit, and well, they're both potentially getting hit. Went for 4 pluses, and one guy's hit twice. It's a 0 modifier, so.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So, right.
No, we did the second one. Okay, so that's one of the Devastators gone off that building. And I'm going to do 2-2-2 with the Land Raiders, because I get 6 last cannon in that thing, so 5 or 6s. So I think you pointed this out actually at the time in the podcast, where you said it was basically like a Land Raider unit's firepower with the las cannon. Okay, 5 or 6s first one. Nope. Second one. Nope. And the third one. 1 hit. -2, so 4 plus. I'm okay. So one of them off the hill there.
I'll go for the Leviathan then with my Land Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for that's what they're in anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll just go for all the same, aren't they? All 5 pluses into your.
Yeah. 2 hits. 2 light shows off. So just like that. Dice it. I'll fire those trikes at the 2 guys they can see in the building. Okay, so I think there's only 4 that can see there. The trikes are 3 plus. So they're 5 or 6s. So I'm going to fire at one guy. This first of all. 1 hit, -2. I think that kills it outright.
The 5 or 6s with the -2?
Yeah, because they're 3 plus.
Oh,
the trikes,
right.
they're actually really, really good.
Okay, cool.
So the red dice is the 5s, that doesn't matter. Both missed. Okay, and it's all your advanced files now.
Right, okay, so I'll do the Land Raiders on the hill to your Leviathan as well. 2 more shields.
So the shield's gone. Nice.
Unfortunately, I can't really capitalise on that, I don't think. Unless these guys shoot over the trees, do you think? To the guy on the hill, it's the same level. Nice to hit. 1 hit.
1 hit. Okay, you have the template. Yeah. So this is a major difference about Net Epic and second edition. Second edition, a Leviathan basically had a basic save, but in this instance, you have a basically a hit chart. So what are you going for?
Okay, I'll go for. I'll just go for the weapon. I'll just go for the weapon in the middle.
Doomsday Camp.
No, is it side shot? Do you think?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
right, so I think it's still just another weapon, isn't it?
Okay, so 3+. Saved.
Cool. These guys aren't engaged anymore, are they?
No, they're not.
Okay, so I should be able to pop it then. So I'll do, let me see, one shot on each of the bikes.
Yep, that's fine.
Just the one.
Okay.
So these one.
Base, I don't think we get a save.
Yeah, I'll go for the Devastators here then. I'll put them onto the bikes as well then. I always want to take them. I know it's a total fool's errand shooting at the. I think I'm about 50 anyway for those group votes. 50 I need to be for.
Yeah.
And then so oh no, he is in because he did fire back at me, didn't he?
He did. Yep.
Right. So I'll take a shot at him then with
that one guy.
that one guy, and then these two will do. We'll go into the bikes. One on each of the bikes then.
Okay.
Right. So into the airship.
So after we do the
draft.
the roll. So I don't want to roll 6 basically for once. 3. So 1 to 3 no effect, isn't it? Yeah, 1 to 3 no effect. 45 is a gondola hit. 1 plus save 6 means it's destroyed outright. So
Cool. Okay.
no effect. Yeah, that's why I hate playing against those things.
Yeah. Right. So the 4 bikes then. So just do the 4 bikes with the Devastators.
Yep.
Yeah, just the one.
One.
And the last 2 Devastators, they'll just go for the Warriors in the open then. 2 front ones. Nada.
Okay.
I'm sure I can fire the guys at the back with these guys though, because they're on the hill.
Yeah, you got
So I'll do the 4, 2 on each of them basically then.
Okay.
And then last 2 guys I'll do on these guys in the building.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 of them are hit.
So 3 of them.
3 dead.
Yeah, 3 dead.
And then, yep. So these guys, two guys in the Devastators are firing up into the 2 Warriors in the building at the front there.
Yeah. Sorry.
For some
possible.
potential. No. Then these, I don't think the Land Raiders can shoot much. So behind that hill, so they're scunnered. I think Vindicators are scunnered as well. Scouts, I suppose. So they're facing out the front there, so it's only really that guy that we can see, is that right?
Yeah.
Right, so I'll do the three scouts into that warrior stand.
He's got it.
Yep. And then one scout at the back there, he'll shoot at the trikes, just the trike. Nope, it's fine. So Land Raiders, I think they'll all get a shot, hopefully. Yeah, we can do that. So it's just the front 2 then.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, 3 shots into each of the front 2 rings, so they're both hit once. Well, one's hit twice and one's hit once.
Okay. So 6 is to save.
Might side armor as well, so.
Yeah. So one of them's. Oh, they're both gone. Yeah. Okay, in phase, morale checks. Yeah, so you've got that squad of bikes.
Yep. So 2 plus.
Passed. And I've got a squad of rhinos, which are also morale value 2. I think that was, yeah, that's all that's broken in mine. Okay, and so objective 1 has not been taken because I stupidly didn't keep something back there. Objective 2, I'm closest there, so I'm taking objective there. I'm sitting on the other 2 objectives at this side of the boat.
Yep.
So what's that? 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 3 and 4. What?
So these 4 in the back line, really?
Yeah, you've captured all 4. Yeah. So 4 to you, and 1 remains. 4 to you, and 1 remains to be claimed. So at this point, you've got a point from me for the rhinos. So you're on 21.
You've got 2 points from my bikes.
So 21 versus 17, and we'll start again for turn 2. Okay, so at the end of the turn there, I've taken 3 objectives. Craig's gained a point for breaking my rhinos, and you've got 4 objectives, so that takes you to 21. And I took 2 points for bikes, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 points for the bikes.
And a Thunderhawk one for that, so 3 points. So 18 for the squats and 21 for the Marines. Okay, so we're in the movement phase here. This is one of the little things that's in, it might well be in 2nd edition, but certainly it's in the Epic, where you can snap fire. So a unit that's on first fire orders, if something else kind of happens in its line of sight, they can have a snap fire at a -1. So I'm basically charging gyrocopters right over behind this building here. So the Devastators are going to fire at them. Is it just the one unit you're firing there?
Yeah.
Sorry. So those guys. Okay, so is that, if I get that right, 4, 5 of them, is it?
Yeah.
5.
10 dice.
10 dice, -1s, half and half, is it, you're firing? Oh, so there's 3 lots, isn't it? Aye. So you've
So I've got 4 onto one and 3 onto the other 2. Maybe 6s. Nada.
Wow. That's really unlucky. That's really very jammy for me. So I survived that snap fire. And we have another snap fire situation. So I've got bikes that are streaking across from here. They're going to target his move some guys in advance. I want to try and jump them. But the guys in first fire are going to snap fire at them. And on you go, Craig.
I'll get the bolters as well, won't I?
Oh yeah. So they would be -1, 6s and 4s for them. You get 1 bolt on each defence.
Okay then, so I'll do the last cannons first then. So I guess it has to be 2 on 1 and 1 on each other. You can't target the Guildmaster, is that right?
Yeah, that's true. Never thought of that.
Right, so just nada. And then 3. I suppose it doesn't matter now. 1 on each of the bolters. Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, they'll complete their move and basically engage these 3. Okay, we have another snapfire situation here where my bikes are making a bolt for the Terminators who are still inside them, so I want to try and take them out while they're inside. And Craig is interrupting my snap fire, so he's snap firing. Some of the guys have already got rhinos attacking, so they're going to fire at the rhinos. Snap fire is a -1, so it's actually slightly detrimental to them to fire now, but he wants to take out as many of these bikes, which is fair enough. So
yeah, I'll do the rhinos first, so they'll be on 6s.
6s to hit, yeah.
1.
So -1, 5 or 6 save. No. So 1 of the rhinos is gone. Matter to you which one?
No.
To the one furthest from the objective. Furthest, I said. Oh no, sorry. I did that the wrong way round. No. I was actually trying to not game it.
No, it's fine, doesn't matter. We could do a roll for it. We could roll for it if you want. Sure.
No, actually, that was what I meant. I was trying not to game it.
You just couldn't.
I know, it's obviously just built into me to game it.
Right, so there's 6 more dice. Yep, 1 of each of the bikes. 6s. Just the 1 again.
Okay, 1 of the bikes is out then. Okay, so we've done our movement for turn 2, and you can see the Devastators still over in that corner. My bikes, as we saw in the snap fire there, have jumped those Land Raiders in advance. More bikes have jumped those because they snap fire, so that exhausted their first fire and take the threat away. Land speeders are moving down, advancing towards my Leviathan. There's a bike trying to steal an objective there. The Thunderhawk is over there as well, moved from way over here to take this objective, although I've got trikes who are going to try and pick them off as well. Some of my Iron Eagles just move forward just to consolidate on this objective. Overlord's still in first fire. All this stuff, nothing really happened to both our squads, so we're going to have some, in fact there's not really much firing going to happen there. I made my trikes out to hopefully, I don't know whether I'll have the range, I'll be close to try and pick off a few Devastators. My Berserkers are in the woods, still tied up. Some of the Land Raiders have moved around a little bit, and bikes have made a move on the scouts, so they have first fire. They'll be at -1s when that happens. A couple of Rhinos attacked some Devastators there, and the bikes jumped the Terminator Land Raiders. The Terminators were able to get out one of the Land Raiders, but the other one, they're stuck inside, so I'm hoping to destroy that and take out the Terminators. Vindicators are spun around to deal with the Iron Eagles who are jumped in behind. And that's really it. That's where we're at the end of the movement phase. So into first fire then, and I have initiative, and what do I want to fire first? Yeah, I think I'll fire my Overlord armoured airship. He's flying high, as we mentioned last turn, so I think he'll fire his 4 I think it's autocannon, it is the 50 range ones. These guys 3 in the building, and he'll try and pick off those 4 Devastators around the objective there. So the guys in the building, there's 4 attack dice, but I can only fire at 3, so the red dice are 2 dice at the one guy, and the greens are 2 separate ones. So 1 possible, because it's -2, because they're in buildings. Nope, they're all fine. And the Devastator's outside, so I've got 6 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'll fire 2 dice at the 2 ones closest to me, and then 1 dice at each of the others, so 2 and 2, that's the first 4 dice, only 1 hit, so he's gone, and the last 2 dice, so these are 2 separate guys, missed. Okay, so just 1 Devastator off there, and that's the Overlord fired, so one of yours.
I think I'll do the Land Raider
HQ,
and I'll do into your trikes.
Yep.
You'll get a -1, I take it, because they're in cover.
Yep, -1 because they're in craters, yep. So 6 is to hit. I'll fire the warriors. I'm not convinced that the trikes have the range, so I'm just going to try and pick off a couple of Devastators. Actually, in fact, I'll try and hit those ones. Oops. I'll try and hit those ones that are out in the open there. Yeah, I've got the range. So the warriors are just 1 dice, 5 or 6 to hit, and 1's dead.
Save.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot. Rain's got a save. So yeah, and then go.
Yeah, I'll do 3 scouts and 3 trikes, and then 1 in the front of the warrior.
So
6s
for the trikes, and 6s and 4s for the.
Yep. Nothing there, and then 6s and 4s for the guy at the front of the building.
Okay, Leviathan. Then you think I've got a line of sight to you there for that bike that's down?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Well, I might go for the. He's got 12 point defence, so these are all 6s to hit. And yeah, I've got a couple.
Good enough.
So the rest of the armament is just going in these guys. I will fire the Doomsday Cannon. Target these 3 if it comes to it, but I'm going to try and knock if it comes to that. you declare the targets first before you
That's fine.
for all the weapons. So I don't agree with shooting first and then I'll fire the Doomsday Cannon. It's what's
Yeah, just be a lot of shots.
Yeah, exactly. So the battle cannon is going to fire at one target, and then it's going to be their 6 shots I've got. Will be 2, 4, 5, 6. So I'll do the battle cannon and the first of the land speeders to get hit by 2 barrels. So these are 4 or more for the red dice, 5 or 6 for the none, and then 2 lots. Sorry, another lot of 2. No, and then 2 separate ones. These again, 5 or 6. Oh, so yeah, so that does come into play, that Doomsday Cannon, and it was those 3 guys. So D6 plus 3 barrage points. 4, so that's 7. So it'll hit in 3 or more. 3 targets. All 3. So yeah, more or less wipes out the land speeders.
Yep.
So yeah, you're going to reserve your devastators and fire them in the advanced phase, and you're firing. Look at this little mess here.
Yeah, so they'll be on 6s because they're -1 because they're in the forest.
Yeah.
So basically snap firing. So I'll do the 3 purple dice will be the 3 guys with 4 guys with 1 on them, and then I'll do a separate dice for this guy that's got 2 dice in case it matters. So that'll be those ones, and then I'll do the HQ separately in a second.
6
6, not a 1. The HQ gets a shot as well, is that right?
He does, yeah.
6 is still.
Okay, 2 chances. No, I'm okay. So we're into close combat here. Shall we start on this hill first of all, and then we'll work our way to the other one?
So your bites are what, +4 are they?
+4, yeah.
Oh, and yours are +3 are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I get a +1 overall. 7, 10, all done. 3 dice now.
Yep.
Oof, 7.
It's
Standard.
Yep, standard.
Yep, 4 dice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You used up all your 6s for that.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. Okay.
8, 9.
Nice one.
Okay. Okay, and then on to the one behind it.
Sure thing.
So, what do you want? You just tell me which one I don't need.
I think I've got more guys in combat, so I do get to pick them. Start with the rhino, the bike. So you'll be on a 0, you'll be on a +4, is that right?
Yeah.
Get to 9.
11.
Still good enough. Yeah. Okay. So that's his rhino. And then there'll be 3 dice against that bike then.
Yeah.
So
13. Oh well, you're
Yeah,
adding on your full cast. Okay. Oh no, I got on 3 dice. It doesn't matter, you do that combination,
Right.
so.
Okay, kill him off. I'll do this one then as well.
Okay, so I get +1. 7, 8, no. Secondary attack health.
3 dice with him. Oops, sorry, it doesn't matter. He's gone anyway.
Okay.
Okay, and then you've got your Land Raider against the
Guildmaster.
Guildmaster.
So the Guildmaster gets +5
Yes.
cast.
Remember, you've got your elite rerolls if you need them as well.
Oh yeah, get 3 elite rolls. So this is like again an epic thing for every elite character. The Guildmaster's one of them. So yeah, you can reroll a dice. I've got 3 rerolls in total.
Okay, so Land Raider's toast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's elite versus elite here.
Yes, it is. So the HQ is +3.
+3, okay. So I get +2 overall, but you get an extra dice because you... Will it make any difference to me if I do? Yeah, well,
Potentially.
so I rolled a 6 and a 1, just so people can see. Greg's rolled a 13. And I really need that. Nah, he's dead.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we get more, more over here. So we'll start with the one. So this is the one that's emptied out.
Yep.
So there's no troops inside that. So 2.
Is this the guy at the back?
Yeah, the one at the back. So he's got 3 bikers. That I'll just roll it here.
Just the bike at the back here.
Yeah. I think it's a standoff.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry, I thought it was a 6. Yep.
So it's 8. Sorry, 8 and 8 because I've got +1 overall. 3 attack dice. 12. You can't. Yeah, you can't. Okay. But now you've got a Terminator ganging up on this guy.
Yeah. Take it to Terminator. Yeah, Terminator's don't get bailout today. That one. He's gone.
Well, he's the one that didn't have.
Oh, he's the one that's empty. Yeah,
He's the one that's
that's
empty.
fine, that's fine.
So it's now the Terminators are ganging up on these 2
Okay,
bikes.
so we're doing these guys first.
Oh, hang
Have
on.
they fought?
Well, you can do this one, but don't do this one because this
Right.
comes into
Gets
this.
confusing. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a 3 dice for me. Is it?
3 dice for you because you've ganged up on me.
+6 as well. So
Even though I've destroyed it before the guys fought, it still counts for the secondary attacker. So you have.
No, why you get rid of my guy?
Oh, sorry, I know. Why am I getting? Just to get to the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the Land Raider next. So
Against what? Against the bike?
yeah, against the bikes first. The Guildmaster will be the last to commit himself here. So +1. You win.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so and then next set of bikes, set of 3 dice. 12. Yeah, it's good. And that does.
They do get a
Well, you
bailout.
get bailout roll now.
Right. Okay.
So it's 4 pluses you need. You get 2 Terminators on there.
Yep.
4 pluses.
They're coming out.
That's a pain. That's really it, isn't it? Because nothing else is.
These Devastators are engaged.
Oh, yeah,
Rhinos,
sorry.
and then we've got these guys. But yeah.
So the Rhinos are 0, Devastators 1, is it?
I think so. Seems a bit right.
I think they're 1 because it's tacticals are 2 and
Yeah.
assaults 3.
That's
5.
just.
Yep.
There, it's these guys.
And the other one. 7. Ah, you win. That one made a difference. Shall we start
Yep.
here?
Got a plus. I think you've got better stats than me, I think.
I'm guessing the tacticals
Yeah,
are +2, aren't
effectively,
they?
yep,
So
so-
I get +2 overall. Next one. Lift. 5.
Okay.
7. Yep. 8. You win.
This guy.
Dear, oh dear.
Maybe like a 3 dicer now. Oh.
Oh,
No, I think you're alright.
yeah, just.
Just. Is it plus?
Yeah, because I get +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, this is the objective guy.
Yep.
6, 8, standoff, yeah. And versus the HQ unit.
Versus my HQ unit.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so he is something different. +3 he'll be so.
+1 to mate. Got him.
I'll do a reroll then.
Yep.
It's a standoff, is it?
No, I still get +1 over you, do not. I've got the same score in the dice, 7, 7.
Yeah, you're right. So it's +3. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I won't reroll that one. I think it's made to work.
Okay, and the Guildmaster. So against the scout first it was attacked. Hopeless. I'll re-roll the 1, obviously. Will that make any difference? Could do, couldn't it? So I'm he's split +5, what are you? 2, 3, 10, so yeah, that would do it. So yeah, I've got one last re-roll left.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
The Rhino is just straight. Ooh, terrible.
And I get +5. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 4 guys, I think, can see them there. And I do have the range. And these are the trikes, which are 3+ to hit. I've got so many casualties around the dice tree here. So 2 hits.
Yeah,
and
1 hit. -1.
Oh, -1 because he's in his maneuver things. Okay, so I think it's -2. I think.
-2, that was 6 to save then.
Okay, so Thunderhawk is gone, which I'm very pleased about.
I'll go for the Vindicators then. Yeah, I'll just do 1 shot on each of your
Iron Eagles.
Eagles, yep. So
A -3 save modifiers, so they're gone most basically if they hit them, I think. Unfortunate with your rolls, I think.
Yeah, my dice are honking.
I'll fire these trikes. I'm going to see if they're in range of anybody here. I don't necessarily think they are. Okay, Craig, very sportsmanlike there, explained that I thought that cavalry had 180 forward arc, but he said no, I've got 360, so some of these are going to target the ones in the building, but 4 of them are in range of these 2 here, so I'm going to put 4 shots at those 2, and then the last 2 shots are going to be going at 2 scouts in the building, one of which is from a guild master, which makes a difference. Okay, so I'm going to do the 2 lots of shots at the Devastators first of all, so these are going to be 3 pluses to hit. And one's hit twice and one's hit once. -2, I think. Okay, and 1 trike at a guy in the building will be the red dice, the green dice will be the guild master. Because he's got 50 range, that guild master is going to fire at the Devastator out in the open. So these are both be 5s to hit. One's a scout in the building, one's a guy. Devastator's red. And both missed. After all that.
Yeah, I'll fire the Landspeeder at Leviathan just for a wee cheeky Hail Mary shot.
Yeah, you never know.
5 to hit.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's all my advanced fire, so anything else you've got, go for it.
Okay, tell you what, I will fire Devastators at the back here. I don't think they're actually in range anyway. No, they're not in range. So they will need to fire there. So yeah, they'll go into the bikes then.
Okay.
So I've got 4 Devastators able to shoot those bikes. So if it's easy enough for you, I'll just do these 4 bikes.
Yep.
Although technically is the Guildmaster the closest to those guys? Not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I don't mind.
Right. Okay. So 3 bikes. I'll do 3 bikes and the Guildmaster. 2 as well then, so he gets. Right, I'll do the Guildmaster first of all. No. And then first bike. No. Second bike. Yes.
Hey,
No. Not any of them. And then the 3rd bike. Yes.
Okay, so just cleared a couple off there.
These guys, I don't think I've got line of sight or anything because I think your Leviathan's hiding now, so that's good. So they're done, right? Next guys, who we got? Which I think he's got. Shot the hell, I don't think. I'll do the Land Raider at
2 of them.
2 of them, yep.
5 or 6s. Jeez, I've got more lives than a cat to do.
I've got the
That
Rhinos, yep. So So I'll go for the bikes then.
Okay.
And I'll do one on each bike and then one of each other coppers to make it simple enough.
Okay.
Sixes. So bikes the blue, gyrocopters the yellow. Land Raiders will go against your trikes, I guess. Makes more sense.
Yep.
So,
Easy.
Yeah, so 6 shots against 5 of them. So I'll do 2 on one and 1 on the others.
Just do 6. Just do 1 dice for the Guildmaster. I'm not going to.
You're feeling sorry for me now.
Well, yeah, if it was more crucial, I would be more bothered, but I'm not.
Like simple.
So -1 because I'm in traitors.
Yep, so 6s, yellow dice, the Guildmaster. That's the Guildmaster, of course. One in the Guildmaster.
And 1 of the other ones.
These twos.
These 2, so I think they're gonna say.
The Guildmaster, did he get a save, does he?
It's actually a 6. A
5,
a 5 and a 6. A fixed 6 save, so I could actually.
6 fixed for him,
No. That would have been outrageous if he had saved that, to be honest.
I've been reneging it. Actually, I don't think I can shoot him. I feel good about it.
So yeah, taking a couple of bikes out there.
Yep.
Okay, so that concludes. So we'll get into the end phase and start tallying up some stuff here. Okay, so objectives. Question is, have I taken objective 1? Not so much because I'm not the closest. I'm the closest, but I'm in 15. Yeah, I'm in 15. So I've taken objective 1. I've still held on to objective 2. 3 is under there, and 4 is under there.
You might find these guys might run off though.
Oh yeah, morale checks. No, they don't.
Sure.
So you've held on to that objective, which is fine. You've still held on to 6. I've sneaked 7 away from you.
Definitely.
And you've held on to 8 in the corner, so that's a little bit of a change of fortune. So that means 5 versus 3, so I have 25 points of objectives. You've got 15 of objectives.
Yep.
Casualties, I'll just start here. This is where the squats kind of come into their own, I have to say.
Yeah.
Look at the number of bikes that have been wiped out there, and you haven't. Neither one is actually that close. Both taking 9, lost 9 bikes, but there's breakpoint 17. The Iron Breakers is nowhere near. The 2 squads of Rhinos, basically, that's what you've broken there. I'll do the morale check. The Rhino is running away. So I failed that one. That's not really going to come into it. That's just this guy.
Blood Angel's running away anyway, so.
He's away. However,
We've got the Land Raider Company's just broken, so that's 6 victory points for you. The Scout Company's well and truly smashed in, so that's a 5 pointer there. You've got the Land Speeders for 2, the Bikes for 2, so it's up to 15, and then you've got 2 Thunderhawks for 2 each, so you've got 17 points of kills. It's pretty nasty.
plus 25,
42 is it?
42, yeah.
There we go, we have a winner.
Unlucky.
That's alright.
Good to get a game of Epic again.
It's good to get a game of Epic again, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just, it was a bit of a spanking, but that's fine. I don't mind. Just good to get the dice rolling, even if they are not in your favour.
No. As far as Epic's concerned, I'm hoping to get some more games in. Maybe it'll be a wee while before the next one because we both get holidays coming up. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. We can play. We've got Marines, Eldar, Imperial Guards, Orcs, Scots, Marines,
Pick me a good list.
Chaos. Yeah, we're going to still stick with our. We will be choosing these from the podcast list, so they're locked in. It just depends what forces you want to see and play. And yes, I'm going to get that last Tyranids podcast. We have actually recorded it, I've just not edited it. We will get that done, and we will do an Epic special as to why, because I have been asked by quite a few people, why is it we play in the Epic rather than 2nd edition? Hopefully some of that will be apparent from the battle report you've just watched, but I will explain fully the reasons various reasons that I slightly prefer it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. There's more on the way, as I say, and until next time, keep on living the life of Die.